Let's do this. I am
All
Marcos, and this over here in order is Josue and Alan. Please introduce yourselves, guys.
My name is Jeff.
after you, sir.
Nice to hear from you, Jeff, and nice to hear you, Big Al, as you know in the streets.
Yes, the streets probably don't know me. I don't know. Maybe. Hi, everyone. It's great to be back. Thank you again, Marcos, for having me on. Thank you, Josue, for being such a gracious host.
You know, trying to be humble. Everyone here
Yes,
trying to be
that's all
humble.
we can.
Yeah. So I got some tea to spill. Start off with
Ooh,
facts. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this show called Mythbusters,
yes.
Mhm.
but the gentleman known as Grant Imahara has passed away.
Was that the older gentleman with the beanie?
The Asian guy, unfortunately,
Oh. That's very sad.
he passed away of a brain aneurysm.
No. He got reincarnated. He's in Isekai world now.
He didn't get hit by a truck, though. I wish, but no, no.
He's like, I wish.
I wish. I mean, hopefully, if no, but
Turn
no.
into a slime?
No, but yeah, hopefully, more if that actually happens, if the universe is that gracious to give Grant Imahara, an electronics engineer who worked in Star Wars and was working at doing his mini Yoda model build, if it sends him to another world where he can build Gundams and all those things, more power. But yeah, he passed away. The gentleman
yeah.
passed. Yeah, no.
Oh,
But yeah, no. He wasn't sick or anything. He was in the middle of doing a project and he passed away.
that's crazy. Goes to show you, we don't know when we're going.
Yeah, unfortunately. But yeah,
So, any good news, new news, bad news?
new
Yeah,
news.
the anime came out.
Unfortunate. Well, that's great news, though.
Well, anime, I feel like it's a mixed bag, but nothing compared to the loss of life, of course. But yeah,
No, of course.
it's 100% anime though. Let's go with anime.
You want to do a full anime show tonight?
Heck yeah, let's make up for not being able to talk for the past 2 weeks because of our previous engagement. Just full on anime. Let's not make this thing sad. I just want to, spill the tea with some stuff. But that's it for me, from my end.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start
Alright.
off with Rent a Girlfriend.
Okay, good.
Okay. Was it
I'm gonna
everything
give
you
it-
hoped for?
It was
Or
9.
Was your assessment on the money? You previously told us that it was going to be a horrible, horrific type of anime based on the manga it's originally based from or
Well,
attained from.
Like before when I looked at it, it looked like it could be like an 8. Now I'll give it like a 7.1.
Okay, so it's not as bad as you made it out to be. What was it, 2 weeks ago? I really thought this was going to be like a horrible show, like a 3. Like you told us, yeah, nah, even the manga was bad. I did hear some, rebuttal, some good, I guess, reviews from other anime reviewers or manga reviewers. From what's this called? Trash anime podcast.
Trash
they were
Taste.
saying how. Oh, there you go, Trash Taste. They were saying how it was pretty good, and they were looking forward to the animation or the anime of this one. But that's surprising, Josue. I didn't think that you were going to give it such a decent score.
Nah,
Can you
yeah.
you review it a
Well,
little bit?
I'll give it this. It looks like in the beginning, especially in the manga, it was good, but it just started to slowly decrease. So that as soon as they introduced the last girl in the poster, that's when it started to go
Okay.
down.
Now, for those that don't know, how many girls are in this show or this manga?
Well, in the poster, there's 4, and the
Okay.
manga, I think it's still the 4.
Okay,
Okay.
all right.
But they haven't they recently introduced the last one, and they haven't really it showed oh, this is where the season's gonna end. It's more like And for the most part, it's been like back and forth the same issue. So,
Okay.
so I'm
So
like,
do they
this is-
split it up as far as a girl gets 2-3 episodes, another girl gets another 2-3 episodes, so on and so forth, or
yeah, yeah.
Pacing. That's what basically
No,
is the
yeah,
pacing. Good?
basically that. Where the girls get to each at their own, except for the main one. The first one you see, she's there every
Right.
day. But the other
Uh-huh.
girls, they're like, they pop in and out.
Okay.
They what?
Okay.
They pop in and out. They go out, just do their thing, and they leave. They're like, bye. I'll see you in 2 to 3 weeks.
It's 2 or 3 episodes ago.
Yeah.
You know what I say?
What do you say?
What?
Very good.
But yeah. But the next one, because this is this one. The next one is God of High School. I give it like starting day one, giving hands out of 10.
Okay. So your
full
assessment
fist-
of
a fistful.
God of High School.
A fistful
is,
out of 10.
They've been
It's
giving
very
hands
good.
since day one.
Okay.
No,
So it's a
but like
very
in
good
nationality, I'll give it like a 9.5. I feel like right now it's better than SEO
Now,
for me.
my curiosity, what's the 0.5 missing to make it a 10?
There's always room for improvement, and there is in the
Okay.
later chapters.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So-
I understand.
But
So,
it is
yeah, I
only
wanted
2
to,
episodes in, right?
Yeah, but that's how amazing it is.
Okay.
You're hyping it.
Very good.
First episode,
The hype
Was
is
My
what-
worth
man
it.
is
diff-
frothing at the mouth, my
The
yeah, I
hype
was
is
like,
worth
oh, yes. But here's the
My
thing:
man
I was telling
touching
Alan,
walls.
it. Yeah.
I was telling Alan that the first episode was played out differently than in the anime. So in
Yeah,
the
you
first
were telling me
chapter,
Mhm,
in the
mhm.
first chapter, it was actually him going to high school.
So there's
But,
missing content from the first episode.
Yeah. But then one of the recruiters, who was the blonde guy, comes up to be like, "Hey, I would like to recruit you into the God of High School." He was like, "Oh, what do you guys do?" And it's like, "Oh, we fight." And
Oh,
he
it's a
was
battle
like,
royale. I mean, it's a high
Yeah.
school.
"It's a battle. No, it's not a high school. It's a battle royale."
A program?
Well, no, it's more of it's a world tournament. There you go.
Okay, there you go. What
Yeah,
is
um,
it, what a the Dragon Ball Z name? The Budokai something?
Budokai Tenkaichi.
There we
Well,
go.
that's the Japanese name.
Oh, whoops.
That's literally what it translates to.
Mhm.
But he's like, that's cool and all, but I'm already the strongest. So bye.
Ooh,
And
he
he
flexed
goes-
on him.
He goes in, and then the guy recruiter he got ticked off and punches him, and he blocks it with his kick. He's like, "Oh, you good?" And at the end of it, he was like,
That's
I'm gonna go.
a police-worthy offense, isn't it?
I mean, it's no,
No.
That's how it works in that universe, I guess.
but yeah,
It's
but at
anime.
the end of the chapter, the recruiter was like, "I think I broke my arm,"
Oh wow.
His fault.
and it's like, "Damn."
Does he
That
call the
sucks.
Wow,
cops?
that's no, but that's
And then-
great.
and then in the
writing,
first
though. It
episode, they're
progresses
like-
the story.
They're like, "Oh yeah, was this the guy who broke your arm?" He's like, "Yeah."
Oh, you mean in the panel where there were
Yeah, they were
Eyeballs,
up
right?
there talking. Yeah. He was like, "Oh, was this the guy who broke your arm?" He's like, "Yeah, he was."
yeah, they all seemed intrigued and excited about, who the individual was that broke dude's arm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And they didn't explain his grandfather yet.
Yeah, that was interesting to me where like the first cutscene in the episode was of him as a little child crying in the rain, saying his final goodbyes to his grandfather. And then the next cutscene is him waking up late, obviously, for school, but with the biggest portrait of him and his grandfather on the wall.
Did he have a
And
Sorry.
like now, mind you, this is a minimalist type of apartment.
Yeah,
or
it's just
room,
his futon.
It's
and-
literally him, his bed, his futon, his picture of his grandfather and him,
and his alarm clock.
and the alarm clock.
No
Which is
smartphone,
very
nothing.
classic. Nothing, bro. It legit looks like he's about his business. He's trying
And he
to do
has-
his
he
thing
has his,
to be number one.
He's always ready to take a nap too with his eye covers.
not even a foam finger thing. Number one, nothing like that.
Well,
No.
well, the thing I think a lot has to do with trying to like get or declutter anything that's going to take away from our attention. They really want to like.
Oh,
I guess the writer or
An
the artist is
artistic,
trying to
okay.
make it. Yeah, it's probably one of those things where it's like they want us to focus on the story and him as an individual without anything or everything else around that's gonna like take away from the actual story or the actual history, because it's legit just him and his grandfather. The picture, him being the type of person that wakes up late, so you already get a couple of tropes.
Piece of toast in his mouth.
This guy, no, more like he's an easygoing, type of person that has a set goal, a very Naruto type, Asta type character, where he's very goal driven, and everything and anything around him is very, it's secondary to him. He doesn't really get caught up with everything else in the world. He's just very focused, laser focused on what he wants. And along the way, what his grandfather told him: make a lot of friends.
And a lot of and even more enemies.
And then they show. But the first scene, I think the first thing was when literally the director of God of High School gave a hand to these two executives.
Wow.
Literally just, there we go. And you just see this giant handprint. And they're like, is there King Kong over there? You're like, no.
Right. Which is
like,
very,
damn.
Which is very interesting. Like, you're going into this world not knowing, or this universe not knowing, what's the limit on people's powers or their techniques or whatever the case is. And when you see that scene, at least for me, when I saw the scene on the screen, I'm like, dude, left his handprint on an island. Oh man.
I think
And
it was King Kong.
Bro, dude was just in his office a second ago, and you see like obviously the emblem on his like tatted or etched into his hand. And next cutscene is like you see his handprint rested on the island, like imprinted. I'm like, wow, that maybe.
And then a change that became really famous on Twitter was the president of the United States in the anime, which was back when it came out. It was Barack Obama who was the president when it came out.
So this was 2015, 2016, late 2015,
2014, I think it was.
Oh,
and Barack Obama was still president. But now they changed it to Iron Man because I guess that like the guy doesn't like Trump.
Who doesn't like Iron Man though?
He's like,
no, he doesn't like Trump.
Oh,
but I mean, like I feel like Iron Man was a better pick anyway.
Yeah,
it was good.
I think it also translates a lot better. Like, so you don't get so political. It's like, dude, let me enjoy my anime.
And he'd be laying down pipe, right? That iron pipe.
So then they didn't explain, I guess, the power system. So over there they have, I think I explained the borrowed powers, where certain people are like gifted abilities that were originally from gods. And what you saw with the first scene was a borrowed power.
Okay. That makes sense. So, well, wait. Before you like basically piece everything together, give or take, how many of these powers? Because I don't want to like guess or anything, but does it have anything to do with like the opening scene for the opening of the actual anime when you start seeing like God?
There's no spoilers in the opening. I didn't see any spoilers.
Oh,
there was nothing there.
Not even when it says like it just basically spells out the words God or power, stuff like that. There's nothing that you can read between the lines just while looking at it. Okay.
No, because they were just talking about the tournament.
Okay.
Because it's called.
Right. The title of the actual show. Now, can you like break down how many of these I guess you can say categories there are for the power scaling?
Oh, like One Piece. Oh, sorry, no, the wrong one.
I think they have. They introduced it, right? They in the beginning they have the wristbands.
Wait. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be very honest. Like, you know me, I'm Stack King over here. I just watch Stack Boys all day. I literally just watched the first episode of a lot of these animes, and then I sat back. I enjoyed. I said, yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna wait until this is at least halfway through the season in order for me to watch. I did the same thing with Fire Force.
Are you watching season 2?
Of course.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Same thing with SAO, and a lot of these are like compilations, like just recaps of like what happened last season, whatever. I'm not even Food Wars. Like I haven't even watched the first episode of this last or the fourth plate, so like I'm pretty much waiting for all that to be done in order for me to like actually, or at least halfway through the season, in order for me to actually watch each and every one of them. Which after talking about the God of High School, if we can jump into a little bit of maybe a little anime news, and a little bit of One Piece, if you guys don't mind.
I'm down. You already know I'm down. Just I live for this.
So then please continue, and then we'll get on to the next part.
Heck yeah. I mean, sorry. Yes.
But yeah.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, God of High School is really good. You gotta go watch it. Because it's amazing.
Can you break down?
The Bard powers, or
yeah, like what the categories of the actual.
Well, I mean, as I was saying, they had wristbands where they determined like a sort of like a combat class,
right?
And they had different levels. I mean, they don't. Right. It's kind of like Dragon Ball, where like you got to see how big of a feat they have done. As of right now, the three main characters, which is Han, the girl with the fighting sword, and Jin, they don't have borrowed powers at all. They just have their fighting techniques.
Their prowess, if you will.
Hans, we haven't seen it yet, but he has different like finisher moves. Like he has Fist of the Black Turtle or Kick of the Rising Dragon. I forgot what they were. Something like that. The girl with the sword has her Kenjutsu. But I forgot what her name. But she's like, I want to pass it down and make babies.
Oh, okay.
And then Jin has his grandfather's fighting technique, which is Renewal Taekwondo.
Renewal?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know if they're gonna explain because it looks like they're going pretty fast, sort of.
I like the pun.
I don't know if they're gonna explain the 6 at all. They might, because they do explain it in the thing, but they explain it more in the manga than they'll do in the anime. The 6, which are basically the most powerful beings in the world, and one of them is the guy with the hand imprint on his hand.
Right.
And there's other ones. I think they're gonna see another one definitely. And so they also tell you why his grandfather doesn't show up, but I don't know if I want to say that because that's
he's OP. He's over 9,000. You already know.
Yeah.
If the kid is easily 8,000, he's over 9,000.
But yeah, but like just because he's a wanted man, that's why he's too OP.
Okay.
Because because of things he's done, which aren't bad.
So Josue,
but yeah.
So Josue, real quick, based off of the number of chapters on the manga that's already been published, how far is the anime actually gonna go, or what's the is it gonna be like 12 chapters, like a chapter for each episode or something like that, or are they gonna take away or add for it to make sense, or for the pacing?
Well, they might, like I said, they might take away the explanations a little bit. They might give you something brief and just like that. Like for example, the 6, they might just be like, oh, they're the most powerful beings in the world, and that's it. So they might do that. As far as where it ends, I hope it ends the scene where I'm thinking about.
Without spoiling, can you speak about that a little bit?
I think in the anime they show off the main villain, because they do show off the main villain from the first episode.
Oh wow. Okay.
But basically, there's basically a big climax in the thing I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
They are gonna show you Park. I think it's Park Ilpo, who is another guy that pops up who has a borrowed. He's a good example of what a borrowed power is because he has one that's really good.
Okay.
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 And this.
Wow. So there's a
And I
lot of
think-
world building.
Yeah, the
Exposition.
world is huge. The world is
Okay.
huge. Because I know, yeah, they go all over the world. Because there's characters right now from different countries. Like there is that girl from America. I think the monk is from China. Margin is from Korea. The three
the
three are
sword girl
Korea.
is from where?
Korea. They're all from Korea.
Oh.
The three. And then who else? You meet other people who are from different countries too. So it's
They
not
just need
just
to get Saitama One Punch Man.
yeah.
All of it. They're generous.
But the fights
Yeah.
are really good. So far, what they've been doing, I think they're gonna do a good job with the fights.
That's good to know,
Yeah.
bro. I need some action while I eat my fast food.
But yeah, like I said, they've been giving out hands since
Yeah,
day
no.
one.
You get a hand. You get
Yeah.
a hand, and you
These
get
people
a paw,
be
not a
breaking
hand.
necks out here, just oh.
That's very good.
And then once they really show off Reno Taekwondo, that's when it's gonna get cool. Because that's a really cool fighting style.
Now, a big question: is it going to be a dub?
Maybe
Maybe.
Tower of God got dubbed, so maybe.
Yeah, but that's because both Tower of God and the God of High School have been funded by Crunchyroll. Obviously,
Yeah.
they're doing double duty by not only licensing it but also dubbing it. It's an in-house type of production,
No.
and they're associated with Webtoons. Like they legit have a contract with Webtoons.
They have Crunchyroll and Webtoons on the
on the
what's it
actual
called, the ring.
licensing. Yeah.
And the
Like,
ring of the God of High School. You see, that's definitely not in the manual. I forgot what it was. I think it was like Pepsi. No, not Pepsi.
Imagine the
Well-
licensing for that.
No, but like you can see a lot of Crunchyroll and Webtoon, like I guess you could say advertisement inside the actual anime.
Yeah.
And
So they had to
even
pay for that, or they got money
yeah,
from
no,
that.
definitely. And then obviously, yeah, it's cheap advertisement to get to let them know, what, we're doing this. We're not only subject to only Japanese art like work or manga work.
Yeah.
And at some point, they might even venture and branch out to like Chinese type of animation too. Will they get there like the original China and do the same thing, or Indonesia, or whatever
Vietnam.
the country is willing to do it? Yeah.
Nice. Very, very nice. Oh, wait, hold
yeah.
up.
But yeah, I'm just trying to find out what was the advertisement in the thing. I don't remember. I don't remember even there being advertisement in the original
I
one.
remember when they were nice.
I was late.
I remember the advertisement. I do believe when they're, I want to say like somewhere they were either taking pictures or they were recording something inside the actual anime, and you see like the Webtoons and Crunchyroll like emblems or the logo like on a white screen back. But again, I'm just going off memory right now. In the episode, but not to switch it up on you guys, but how about some anime news a little bit?
Heck yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I'm subscribed to Otaku USA. It's an e-news publication. They also have their actual physical magazine, which I used to get, but I don't anymore because, I can go digital and not waste paper. So
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
there's a
Save
couple of
trees.
things that, save the trees, hug the trees, whatever you want to do, kiss the tree. So a couple of recent anime news that I've seen that were at least interesting to me. So as we all know, the arson that took place at the Kyoto Animation was about a year ago at the studio. So they blocked off the whole thing, the whole location where the studio was, and they're reminding people not to visit where the studio used to be. Like, people are legit trying to go over and take pictures and visit the place where it used to be. And there's a couple of photos that you can see online where it's like they legit have it blocked off from the public, and it's pretty barren and empty. So that's one of those little things that even now, a year later, people are still trying to go over there after the fact. Another thing people are doing, or another anime news. Get this. For those that live in Japan, not here, but there's a company, a credit card company in Japan that are issuing out ReZero credit cards. So you get a credit card with Amelia and Rem, or just Rem on it. And,
of course, they know.
Get your waifus when you're paying for your anime stuff at Akihabara.
They look at each other and they're like, I'm a Rem fan. As you should. Huh?
Yeah. So you go to Akihabara and you can use your credit card to pay, that $200 figure from One Piece or whatever the case is. Now, this company, as far as I can tell from reading here at the article, it's a collaboration between MI Card is the company that's issuing the credit card, and Kadokawa, the one, the people that are responsible for ReZero. Previous works that they've done with Mi Card for this credit card have been Madoka Magica,
oh my god, really?
And Love Live. So they've had those type of collaborations, and for a limited time, people that sign up for the credit card and get accepted are also going to receive a limited edition Rem keychain.
I was going to say a body pillow, but okay, keychain, not bad.
Yeah, and it's a cute little keychain. I mean, I wouldn't really, go.
Who would you pick, Rem or Amelia, though? The real question.
Oh, to be quite honest, bro, Rias from High School DxD. But I mean, to be honest, Akeno, I'm Team Akeno all the way. But I mean, it's not even part of this damn anime. But I mean, to be quite honest, I never felt any like attraction towards either of the two. I mean, they're cute, but they're not my waifus though, or anything like that. I don't see myself, going, oh wow, no, yeah, definitely. I can see, me picking one over the other. I think they're all right for anime characters.
Yeah, there's not no Rias Gremory, but they're there.
Yeah, they are.
Is it Gremory or is it Gwem? Forget the question. I lost track of it.
I mean, pronunciation, I guess, is a little different. But, I mean, I get the gist of what you're saying. As far as, like, isekai go, girls from isekai that I would say, oh, wow, that's waifu material for me. I would probably say, what's it called? The girls from the isekai from either Slime. I think they're pretty cute. Or
and the ones that get blessed or pre-blessed?
The ones that get blessed after,
understand,
bro.
Okay, good.
With the name, bro.
Yeah.
But also, I want to say, from the anime. Oh wow, I totally spaced on the name. And it's one that we were talking about maybe like 2 or 3 episodes ago, or 2 or 3 podcast episodes ago. Arifueta, there you go.
Okay.
these are the girls that come to mind as of recent. I mean, if I start thinking like probably no, not probably go on a rant. But yeah. So let me quickly go to the next piece of news that I thought it was interesting as far as anime news goes, and then go to the One Piece news I was trying to talk to you guys about.
Yeah.
So there's been, I mean, fans have been doing a dream casting for Demon Slayer Nezuko. Like,
Yeah.
people were asked,
Okay.
oh, what or who would be the best person to play the character of Nezuko in like a Demon Slayer live action adaptation for either like a play or a movie. And the poll is up, I guess, in Japan, not here. But I mean,
But you still participated, right? With that VPN
No,
ability.
no. I mean, you could try, but at the end of the day, it's like when these polls are taking place, it's like you're probably like halfway asleep. It's like different time zone, so you really don't know unless you have like I guess like a notification for that with the people
An
that write up
ISS feed?
stuff. I guess so. Now
RSS, sorry.
RSS feed, yeah. So they have potential people that are in a list, and I'm not going to even try to attempt to pronounce their names because I'm going to butcher it. But yeah, they have really cute girls that have done previous work, like in Gintama's live action movie. She's really cute. She's played Kagura, and even people that cosplay as her that are like, I guess, fairly well known in Japan that could probably fill the
Icons.
shoes.
Cosplay icons.
Yeah, idols, I guess you could say. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's their acting chops that are really gonna either make or break the actual character. So I don't think they're gonna really try to do or go through that way or down that menu. What's another one? Another one would be so I don't know if any of you or both of you or our audience knows Yen Press. Yen Press is one of the publishers or the actual company that manufactures the manga over here in the United States for certain J novels that you get like at the Barnes and Noble, something like that. So recently, Amazon has kicked out all the Yen Press J novels that they publish.
At the physical locations?
No, as in Amazon took it off their catalog, so you can't order it off Amazon. So titles like No Game No Life
No.
have been kicked off of Amazon. Now I'm not quite sure if it's Amazon Japan or Amazon United States or for the world, but titles like No Game No Life have been affected. How Not to Summon a Demon Lord has also been kicked off.
No.
Yeah. So yeah, Yen Press has basically been kicked off. Other titles like Arifueta have been kicked off. How Not to Summon a Demon Lord, Mixed Bathing in Another Dimension. There was no
We need
secret
these.
evil fighting organization. Infinite Stratus Volumes 3 and 8.
Oh.
Yeah,
Pourquoi?
Grimgar of Fantasy,
And
Lazy Dungeon Master 2. So these are all like titles that you can get from Yen Press, and they were taken off the Amazon catalog so for sale.
no.
Now I don't know like the specifics because I didn't read the whole article, and I'm not even going to pretend like it's really going to bother me. Like I can legit just buy it off a Nook if I really wanted to read them, or go online and find another store if I wanted a physical copy or a digital copy for that matter. But like they're not going to be available for Amazon or Amazon Kindle. But yeah, I'm guessing, I'm guesstimating over here, but pretty sure it has to do with, I guess, the level of sexual content that each of these mangas contain, where it's like not only ecchi and not only harem, but it's like borderline. They're half naked when they're drawn.
Just the titles. You said the titles, and I get
Yeah,
an
the
idea of what
titles are-
genre they.
Yeah,
But what is it? Have there been complaints, or was it recommendations from their legal teams? What?
I'm pretty sure there was probably. It's like maybe the algorithm was putting these images in front of younger audiences, and for that
Oh,
to stop, like they thought it was like too much of a, I guess, gray area where you consider it for children under 13 or above 13 or around the tween area,
you know
Who
what
is
this
the tar-
proves?
right? Or
This
who's the
proves-
target market?
Yeah, you know what this proves, that there's not that much of an understand, or there's no rating system that probably in the United States that properly fits this kind of genre, and then the genre is growing on its own around the world. So it's not M, it's not PG-13, it's not R.
Right, right. It's like very gray area where it's like the target demographic. It's like, yeah,
It's
it's
a
for
niche.
young adults, but it's
Yes.
literally it's more for adults. It's targeted. It was made by adults for adults. So
Mhm.
when a younger audience gets a hold of this, they're like, "Whoa, what is this? What am I seeing?
So wait,
what am I
wait.
reading?"
Would this be that it's competition for, there's a stereotype back in the day about people, young kids buying like Playboy magazines. Would this be a direct competition for that then, digitally?
No, because I think those two uh, publications are two different things entirely. One was a legit, porn magazine. The other one is legit a story with pictures in it. It's like the story out is supposed to outweigh the actual illustration. Where I mean, you could say it's really a 50-50 type of thing. One complements the other. Where I do believe in the Playboy magazine, which right now it's not even like I do believe it got canceled. Playboy got canceled if I'm not mistaken.
It got discontinued?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was more for its I guess you can say literary prowess. It wasn't really there. It was more for gentlemen that wanted to watch girl boobies or
And
women boobies.
though I feel like that demographic would fit very nice in anime.
Well,
I
the
feel
thing is,
Uh-huh.
I think because it's a foreign type of source of entertainment where it's like very niche, where it's like unless you're a person that really enjoys anime and manga or understands a little bit of the I guess Japanese culture, or you enjoy the Japanese culture more so than understand it, I guess.
So it's like two levels of niche. Two levels of
Yeah,
niche.
yeah.
Or three.
It's an acquired taste because even people that like animation, not necessarily like anime, or people that like I guess you can say gentleman inspired or gentleman only type of material don't necessarily want to see animated smut.
It's
or-
art, I swear.
right, or so I'm pretty sure Amazon is taking action just to be on the safe side because they don't want to get hit with a bunch of BS by people that get offended
Okay.
easily because you got Lolitas in one or half demi humans that are half naked, and the people are getting triggered by, oh, why are you sensationalizing or how can I put it, being sexist or something of that nature.
How about
With,
inappropriate?
Yeah,
Yeah,
being
inappropriate.
inappropriate
Yeah.
with these characters, and it's like they're characters, they're not human beings. But I mean, tomato, tomato. I guess for some people and other people, really want to argue a point.
Some people like
Um,
squid, and another ones like squid in their in their entertainment.
Right. All right.
Yeah. Hold on, but may I say
sorry,
something
guys.
regarding the word
Yeah,
of
go ahead.
Lolita?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I found out with a gentleman that was I forgot his name, that worked in Hollywood, that he got arrested and everything, and he committed suicide, right? When he was in prison for inappropriate things with actual human ladies, right? With
Okay.
ladies. And I don't know why I found this, like, I made me say, like, he had a system called the Lolita Express. I'll just let you think about that.
Right.
What do you think in real life?
Is this about the Epstein case?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, that's hardcore, bro. Like I think the rabbit hole goes deep with that story. Yeah, that's pretty deep, bro. I'm not trying to touch the issue right now because I think that's a
Sure.
whole different discussion for a different podcast.
But it gives a bad name to anime with the Lolita section,
Well, I mean,
and for
Lolita's a
other
term
things as well.
yeah, but I'm pretty sure the Lolita terminology isn't going to do any better or going to get tarnished or do
Okay,
any
cool.
worse because Epstein used it for for whatever he was doing. I think the concept of Lolita has been out before and will be
Before
there
anime?
after. No,
Okay.
before Epstein or after
Okay,
Epstein.
cool.
And
I'm just
switching
trying to
the
protect
topic
anime,
real
though.
quick.
Yeah.
No, I hear. Just switching the topic real quick. So Shueisha trademarks a Demon Slayer's clothing patterns.
What?
So yeah. So Shueisha trademarked the green and black checkered from what's it called, from the Demon Slayer manga and anime. Also the other I guess you can say pieces of clothing that you would attribute to the Demon Slayer. They all, most of them, if not all of them, have been trademarked for design for actual clothing that they're collabing with other companies to actually make, like
Yeah.
kimonos and jackets and stuff like that.
Okay.
So that's something you might want to look into. I guess in the future, if you're looking to get a nice little sweater or hoodie jacket with the green and black checkers from Kimetsu no Yaiba.
Yeah.
Demon
So
Slayer,
that
yeah.
opens that opens the way so that more people can produce it with a fixed standard, and does it close the path for bootlegs, or does it still keep the path open for bootlegging design?
I'm pretty sure there's
productions.
still gonna be. I'm pretty sure there's still gonna be bootlegging going on. I mean, but at the same time, it's like I'm pretty sure the companies are gonna find a way to, like, we have some sort of standard or emblem or stamp or
A
something of that sort.
standardization, yes.
Yeah, to make it legitimate. You could tell which is the real McCoy from the fake knockoffs. But again, I mean, unless, and I'm pretty sure they're probably gonna collab with big time either Japanese or Western clothing collection makers. Maybe not a Kanye West, but perhaps people from Supreme or people from Versace or Dior,
Gucci.
Gucci.
Is Supreme an Asian company?
No,
Or
it's
Australian?
actually- no, it's New York. It's made in New York.
No.
Yeah.
What? Okay. Wow.
Yeah. It's funny. Like a lot of this fashion stuff, you can trace it a lot of back to its origins in New York. With other few others like the hundreds coming from California.
Yeah.
Bape was, I believe, a reaction to what was happening in New York and with the Japanese twist. So that it's
Hollister.
very connect the dots type of thing.
Yeah.
But there's a long, rich history of these designers and the design patterns and the actual material and the articulation of how they want to make their clothes and who it's made for. So it's very interesting. And I'm pretty sure at some point we can, talk about that in another podcast. But let me just try to finish up the anime news,
Heck
and
yeah.
then we'll go to
Hell yeah.
the One Piece news. So Lupin the Third gets his first English dub, and longtime members that were doing the voice casting back in the day were brought back to actually do this English dub for those that like Lupin Third. So that's another one. They're making a movie. I don't know if you guys know or not. Netflix is streaming Pokemon Journeys. And
About that. Yeah, I know.
Apparently, it's doing really well. And they have new characters. They have the first episode, I believe, is Pikachu. Before it was Pikachu, when he was a Pichu and stuff like that.
Pikachu Unchained. Oh wait, no.
But it's still Ash, isn't it?
Ash is in it, yeah, but he's not only Ash now. He's Ash, the league winner. He actually won a
Finally.
league. Yeah, he won a league last season, and this season he's back in Pallet Town or whatnot, and he bumps into a new character to be part of the main crew.
Just don't let him go to his mom's house. Just don't let him go to his mom's house.
No, his mom was there when he met up with the other guy.
Damn it.
Yeah. Well, again,
And he left again with
Mr. Mime.
What?
No, Mr. Mime stayed. Mr. Mime is part of the team.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
okay.
With Mr. Oak, yeah. Professor
No,
Oak. Yeah, that's who left with.
No.
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 All right. So yeah,
But yeah,
for those who
Mr.
are
Mime
interested,
is
They're gonna go get
Mr.
some
Mime is
coffee.
part of the team with I think Pikachu, and I think there's another Pokemon, like one of the newer ones.
right. So, yeah, for those who want to catch up on Pokemon or what's the latest and greatest on Pokemon, definitely check
Also,
out the Netflix.
the Pokemon champion of this one is voiced by the same person who voiced Shallot in Dragon Ball Legends
Oh,
and the English
cool.
stuff.
Okay.
Nice.
So it's voiced by Kagi,
Kagi. That's okay.
aka Alejandro Sa.
All right, so right. So now, pre-orders have launched for the new Dragon Ball Z character of
Mr. Popo.
what's his dude?
All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle.
Oh man, on Goku Android 18, Vegito Android 17, and what's dude's name? Forgot my man's name. Nah, not Juden.
For who?
Topo.
No.
From where? From
I can't believe
the Heroes one?
No. From Dragon Ball Z.
I was being ironic with Mr. Popo.
Frieza?
No, I definitely forgot his name. No, let me describe him for you. He's the guy with the green beams coming out of his eyes.
Green
With the
bean.
green beams?
I was being
you know,
ironic
he's
with
the
Cell.
strongest Saiyan. He's the legendary Super Saiyan.
Oh,
Broly?
Broly.
There you go, Brawly. I
Oh
totally
my
spaced
God.
on his name. So Brawly and gang have new characters that are going to get pre-launched at the 2020 what's it called, Tamashii nations launch event. So they're going to be exclusive characters or figures that you can get. It's like a collaboration between Comic Con
But it's only in Japan.
It's only gonna be
Tamashi,
streamed?
Nation.
Okay.
It's actually I guess you can say it's gonna be like a U.S. exclusive, because it's a Comic Con type of thing, and they're working with Tamashi Nation. But it's basically
So let's
collaboration with Bandai.
Poor
So,
Namco.
You already know.
Yeah.
You could probably pick that up at some point online, or apparently it says at a booth near you when they're doing Comic Con online, virtually.
It's because it's always near you. It's on your phone, literally.
Right.
Yeah.
Winky
So-
face.
So here's another bit of kind of so news. So My Hero Academia's place stream delayed as a staff member tests positive for COVID-19.
Damn it. Damn you, COVID.
Yeah. And I think for the final piece of news, let's.
Something about One Piece, you said.
Oh yes, One Piece. So in the latest chapter of One Piece, they've gotten to the point where they've actually introduced Kaido's daughter
Spoilers? Spoilers for anyone who doesn't know.
or son
Oh.
or his family, his kid.
Next
basically.
of kin.
His kid, right? The closest. Now, the thing is that obviously, for those who are up to date with the manga, will know what's going on. And I'm not trying to spoil it, but potentially a new member of the crew is looming, depending how people play their cards in the actual anime. So, I mean, it's really a riveting story at this point. So I do suggest you catch up if you can. As far as anime wise, One Piece is
You can never catch up with One Piece.
Yes, you can.
Stack King over here. I'm definitely letting it stack. But yeah, definitely. That's it for me on the news. I don't know what else you guys had in mind, or what
I imagine you with your fedora and your notebook, your notepad, and just walking around in the trench coat.
with a pipe.
Yeah. I was gonna say a pen. Yeah, but sure. A pipe.
And
And-
Death
and-
Note.
No, no. You're writing notes on the Death
and
Note.
you're like, what's your name? It's like, what's that full name?
No.
What's the
And
full name?
then
Definitely.
you bring out the duelist thing, and you're like, it's time to do duel for that name.
That's too many crossovers.
And then he's like, go Pikachu.
Pichu.
No, Pikachu.
Oh, really? Really?
And it turns out to be Exodia.
In disguise. But yeah, so what I wanted to say was I'm trying to do a lot more research with programming in the back end with Mr. J over here, right Jose?
Mm-hmm.
That we're
Yeah.
doing talks, but right now it's being a little bit halted because I'm doing other stuff with over here at home. But yeah, I'm still gonna was talking with Jose about Python, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to download this programming. What is it? What's the name of the equivalent of Node++? Ed? I mean, Jose?
Well, no, you're just gonna download Python.
And PyCharm. But what is PyCharm? Just
It's an IDE.
okay, yeah. Which is
Yeah,
basically
what-
somewhere to take notes and organize a
Okay.
compiler.
Okay.
But yeah, and I've been with us. I got very, very inspired to do some research on the back end and try to do some not tomfoolery, some actual engineering stuff with coding. But also over there in the back end, I was already been doing that. He's like, well, you have ascended.
Yeah.
Oh, you're finally getting onto my level, huh?
Yeah, that's what he was always saying. Like, finally.
Finally, yeah.
That's
yeah.
interesting to know. Yeah, I guess organizations can be key for future podcasts and stuff like that. So it's best to do it earlier than later.
But it's also key to start with a solid base
Oh,
and
that
nothing but the base. No. Full base.
full pace. Okay.
But yeah, what about you, Jose?
Hmm?
What?
Oh. But yeah,
I was just eating my snack over here while I got rudely interrupted.
Nom nom nom. Nah. Yeah, no, we're besides I'm trying to now that you said about the podcast, I'm thinking about trying to do an intro song. What are you guys thinking?
Yeah, whatever you think.
there's
But-
like two guys talking about anime.
Oh yeah, Alan, have you been listening to their podcasts besides
Yeah,
Trash
yeah.
Taste?
Oh yeah, definitely. But that's probably like the only anime oriented I've heard recently. To be honest, like as far as podcasts go, like I'll be very honest. Like I've been listening to like financial podcasts.
Hell yeah, heck yeah.
So between the financial podcasts, like Wealth Factory podcast, the, a little bit of Joe Rogan podcast, also the Joseph Carlson Show podcast, the Ice Coffee podcast, like a lot of financial, heavy financial type of podcasts that I've listened to. Yeah, Trash Taste. I've heard like maybe 2 or 3 of their podcasts, which is it's fairly interesting and nice. I guess you could say it's a different change of pace. I mean, another one I've kind of listened to was with Nux Taku. That's been anime orientated, I guess. You could say.
Rant Cafe.
I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's doing Rank Cafe, but I haven't really heard the podcast. I've more so heard him promoting it on his actual anime YouTube channel. Definitely, I've listened to like Tekken One or Anime Uproar or
Anime.
Animac or Anime's Balls D. Yeah. So who else? Yeah, for the most part, or any news I've been watching for anime news or information, just like entertainment. But yeah, I mean, those are pretty much the only ones I've listened to as of recent that give a little perspective, give a little information, overall just entertainment wise. It sounds pretty good to me. But also, what's it called? As far as as podcast goes, yeah, like I've been listening more like heavily into like financial podcasts and yeah, the Trash Taste podcast time to time for anime. But I mean, that's what I've been listening to. I don't know. What about you guys?
Personally, I've besides Rant Cafe, another one that I've been listening way before that was the Rooster Teeth anime podcast. I think it's just Rooster Teeth anime podcast, but that was with Rant Cafe, they talk about the plot and all those things, right? Meanwhile, while being YouTubers, the Rooster Teeth one is that they're animators themselves and they're story writers, and they worked in Ruby, they worked in other shows, so they have, I feel like, an insider's perspective, not only as a watcher or a reviewer, but as another kind of content creator. And Rant Cafe is as a YouTuber, and they recently started creating their own genre of, would you say anime, Jose? What would you call it? Story? Novel? A collaboration, creating a novel.
like a very light kind of story. Light novel. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
But those are the main two that I've been listening to, and Trash Taste here and there. But those are podcasts for that, and everything else. I also listen to D&D, tech news,
These
pop
nuts.
culture. Yes. What else? History
So
podcasts and all those things.
you heard like MPABHD
Mhm.
or Lou Later.
I mean, I listen to
Or,
snippets, not the whole thing, but yes, I have.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The Lou Later.
And
That's
Joe
not,
Rogan.
Lou Later. Joe Rogan. Okay. Yeah, like I listen to Pocket now or Mr. Who's Blogs as far as like tech viewers and tech what's it called? Yeah, tech YouTubers. I've also been watching like I said, a lot of financial or like the credit card type of YouTubers. I mean I'm pretty stoked about what's coming up in the next couple of weeks for like the announcements of like the Apple products or the Samsung products, where they're having their open online what's it called?
Their conference, like their promote.
Their conference,
Their
whatever they
OneNotes, no.
open.
Open Notes, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm pretty excited about those taking place in a couple of weeks. And yeah, I mean pretty much that's what I've been listening to for the
I feel like you're gathering
during the
data
week.
around the world, like in the economy. Have you been like credit cards or economies in general?
Oh, a little bit of everything.
That's good. That's good.
Oh,
But yeah,
I don't know, guys, if you've heard of this guy named Flossie Carter.
What?
His handle on YouTube,
Okay.
Flossie Carter. He's one of the most New York people I've ever heard or seen as far as a tech YouTuber goes. And dude, it's always a great time when you start watching his videos because
yeah,
you're like,
Mr. White
oh
Shoes.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yes,
like,
yes.
yeah, white shoes. I like my white shoes. That's enough.
so yeah. All right, calm down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So yeah, that's someone I've been watching recently.
he's low key being going up there though in his way
Yeah.
that he reviews. I like it. I like his style.
Yeah, I think he's been around for a while.
So he's put in the time.
Yeah,
Put in the effort and the work.
Yeah, heck yeah, hell yeah. And then what's
so
this?
Well,
Okay.
no, go ahead.
There's this other guy that I said that I commented on the review of him having High School of the Dead in the background as a poster. Which one was it? Oh,
Yes.
El Jefe Productions.
Oh yeah, okay, I've heard about him.
And I saw him like, and then I said, I like your video, but you know what I also like? That High School of the Dead poster in the background. And he says, and in quotations, he's like, tip of the fedora, my man, a man of culture.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Heck yeah, you already know
He
what
actually shouted you out, bro.
he said, man
Nice.
of culture. You already know where that's from.
Oh man. Oh, sorry. Oh, so you were gonna say something though, bro?
Me? Oh no. I didn't say-
No.
No.
Oh, so then really quick. I guess you could say the lightning round. So, what
Yeah.
animes have you watched from the new season? Which ones
Yes.
haven't you watched, and which ones are you planning to watch? Like either between today or tonight and next time we have our podcast.
Yes, no, yes.
Yes, no, yes.
Yeah.
Very good, sir.
God of High School, obviously. I feel like Tower of God, it doesn't attract me that much. It's an 8 out of 10 for me in wanting to watch, but God of High School is a 10 out of 10 personally.
Okay.
Like I said, been given hands since day one.
It's just something with them hands that just
da.
attract my attention. Like they slap me into their attention.
It's like, oh, you looked at me wrong. Bah.
Oh no.
Certain
It's
scientific
like,
railgun,
you look at me wrong. Bah.
Okay, yeah. Scientific railgun.
Ascendance of a Bookworm, season dose, Fire
Oh,
Force.
also,
really?
also, Misfits of a Demon King Academy.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that one.
I saw the first episode.
I haven't
This
seen it.
guy
I'm gonna
killed
let it
someone
stand.
with his heartbeat.
Bruh.
What?
He killed him,
Anime.
revived him, and killed him again.
Yeah, he was
Anime.
like, he snapped his fingers and he blew away in pieces. And he's like, come back. And you're like, you done? No. All right, come back. All right, you done?
No, I'm done.
He's like, no, please, no more. Oh. And just come back. And he's like, oh, shoot.
On the street, or on the colloquially, that's known as being.
And this guy
Thanos.
goes up to him. He's like, I can beat you up without raising a finger. And he's like, how can you? Oh my gosh, what is that? He's like, oh yeah, that's my heartbeat. And it's boom, boom.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, no, I remember that.
Boom, boom,
I've only seen the
boom.
first episode though. I haven't seen the second, so I'm waiting for that to stack. in order to Watch
The king of stacks.
thoroughly.
Yeah. What else?
Stacking.
Uzaki wants to hang out. That's really funny.
Uzaki-chan or something like that? Uzaki-chan? Or
Yeah.
there's gotta be doujinshi about that. Unfortunately, I mean, what am I saying?
It's Rule 34, Marcos.
Yes,
Everything
that's not
has a
anime.
relationship.
That's just everything.
Yeah.
Wait, so guys, have you finished watching Sugumomo?
Yeah, I did.
Sugomomo.
It ended
Sugomomo.
off in the cliffhanger.
Sugomomo.
Yo, dude, that had me so hyped up, and I was so mad that I have to wait for X
Another-
amount of time
Yeah.
for another.
Which one was Sugomomo again?
Sugumomo.
Oh,
The
the one with the
second
cloth.
season.
The cloth. Yeah, the
Yeah.
cloth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The Obi.
The Obi. There we go. There was so much
Oh.
behind, like background with her mom, and then I thought he was an adopted kid and all those things.
Nah, it was really good. Like,
Yeah, I'm
Like,
not saying no. Yeah.
But they could-
despite having like I guess subpar animation at some point, like in the first season, like they really stepped it up. But the pacing was really well executed. I think in the second season more so than the first, and like the story just started evolving and unraveling in such a way that it kept you entertained. And you're like, wow, they didn't just leave you with well, I guess it's okay. It's a little too fan service here, or whatever the case is. But no, I mean it was. I think it was well made.
Yeah.
And you know what it reminded me at first when the
Jeff.
girl came out of the out of the kimono? It reminded me of the girl from Tokyo Raven. I don't know if you guys saw about that anime. It also ended in a cliffhanger.
Oh,
Yep.
I don't think that.
Tokyo Raven is basically the little fox girl that was following a kid. That allegedly there was a reincarnation of a super strong mage in Japan, right? Let's say magic. In this universe, magic is real and all those things. But there was the reincarnation of an OP. There was reincarnation is possible. Divination is part of the story as well. But they were putting in the story that this girl is the reincarnation of blah blah, a super powerful mage, and they were treating her as the top dog and everything. But low key, I'm spoiler for an anime. Turns out that the main character that we're seeing is actually the reincarnation of this super strong mage, but they were keeping him hidden as like I don't know if you guys remember this anime called Haganai.
Yeah,
the-
yeah.
Like the guy, how the guy was always trying to be on his own and all those things, or was
Yeah,
afraid
yeah.
of making friends.
Right.
He in this case, it wasn't a harem series or anything. It was mostly like a slice of life, but with that attitude that there's a war coming, and that's how it stopped. Like before anything happens, they tell him that he's actually the reincarnation, and his two vassals that are basically immortal and super strong come to him and say, "Hey, what's up?" And that's how it stops. I'm like, "What? I want more. I want more." And then Golden
Yeah, man.
Kamui. I don't know if you guys saw.
Golden Kamuy. No, I want to see that though. I'm gonna have to see that sooner than later.
And there's already a dub for it, so you don't have to worry about that.
Ooh. Sounds.
Yeah, I already finished Maid Sama, so it was
So
awesome.
yeah.
Oh,
I think
how do you
it's-
like the ending, bro?
Cliffhangery, but in a good way. I felt like it was a cliffhanger.
So yeah. I think that's it for me though. So yeah.
Okay, no problem. Likewise, okay.
Yeah, same for me.
So
Okay.
nice talking with you guys. I'll probably
Oh,
update the
great.
schedule for the schedule for the podcast. So are you guys down for me to update it to a bi-weekly thing?
Yeah,
or is weekly okay?
I think weekly is okay.
Fine.
Okay. I'll keep you guys informed in the thread. Okay.
Okay.
That we
Yeah.
have. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice
Okay.
talking with you. Bye bye.